Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Well, I'm back in my seat again. I want to thank Landon for coming up with the idea first of switching chairs a little bit, because I love telling the story.
Yeah.
You know, I love talking about it because I'm proud of it, just like you're proud of your business. And but when it comes down to it, I'm going to say it again. It's a blessing from the area business.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
now let's turn the tables a little bit, and this is going to be sort of a two-part show. We're going to talk about Prestige Custom Builders and how Bolivar Live work together.
Yeah. So I think it was, you know, we're coming up. I
On
said
2 years
yeah. I
in
say
March.
2 years. Okay, 2 years in March. Okay, perfect. I'm glad you know
your
that.
bills due.
Hey, as long as you know when it's due. But it's one of those deals of, you know, we got down here. I'm a huge believer in marketing. I'm a big believer in marketing. My accountant even tells me, like, you're too much of a believer in marketing. But I feel like, truthfully, you the more you put out there, the more you expose yourself, the more trustworthy people feel about you. And they can tell whether or not you're genuine or whether or not you're blowing smoke up their butt, right? And so I wanted an opportunity to get in front of this community and get in front of the people that follow Bolivar Live and kind of put my name out there, get my face in front of it. I've got a marketing group that I work with that does a lot of our social stuff over in Denver. They're great. Early on, I was like, let's just use the logo, the P, the brand, like. And then about a year into it, she said, okay, we're done doing that. Now we're going to replace the logo with your face. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. And
I think our shows, when we first started, were a little rough.
No, I mean,
a little rough.
No, they probably were. They probably were. I didn't like talking in front. It's not that I don't like talking in front of people. I've never had a fear of that. I just don't like things scripted. And I always tell people, like, I don't want to have to read off of a board. If I have to read off of a board, it's not me. And people can tell it, I feel like.
We don't very seldom.
We've set up a board one time in 2 years, in our time here. So it was one of those deals where I was sitting in Jose's one day and I was looking through on the wall, and it had the revolving board of different businesses.
Yeah,
and I was like,
billboard.
you know, I need to figure out what this is. I need to figure out what this is, you know, another form of advertising, you know, getting our name out in the community, wanting to make sure that we were involved in the community. And I asked one of the girls there,
Christina.
Was it Christina? Okay, I asked Christina then. That doesn't surprise me because Christina and I talk about everything. But I asked Christina then, you know, hey, who is this guy and what is it?
She's still asking me for her commission.
And she's a hustler. But it's one of those things of, you know, you and I started talking. We came in here. You told me what it looked like. We sat down and we went through the different packages. One of the things that was big for me is to be able to get on the show and make sure that we were talking to the community. The community knew who we were, making sure that the community knew that in a time of need or if they're looking for something construction related, that Prestige was something that they could turn to. And, you know, we started doing the videos, and, you know, my buddies would give me a hard time about it, and, you know, this and that. But, you know, really and truly what it comes back to is making sure that you're getting to your audience and making sure that audience knows who you are, what you stand for, and kind of how your business is ran. And we've talked about everything from my family to vacations that I went on, to our model home, to you know, disaster, you know, recovery stuff after Burl. You know, we've talked about how the business started and different things like that. And I feel like we've covered a lot of bases on this show. And, you know,
and we've still got another year to go.
We've got more than that. Unless you're kicking me off.
No.
But it's one of those things of, you know, we really want to be involved in the community. Like, we love Crystal Beach, Bolivar Peninsula, and it's one of those deals of, you know, we build in other places, but I don't do hardly any advertising there.
Yeah.
Very minimal, because we feel like that this is our quote unquote home base, and that's something that.
And you do a lot in the community as far as events and stuff.
Yeah, no,
you know, you're tied in. This is going to be the third year, I think,
Yeah.
for the Texas Crab Festival run. And just about a lot of things that I do, you get involved
Yeah.
with. And so, and that's,
You know, we do the back to school drive at the beginning of the year. That's a huge one for me. Like I told you a long time ago,
Yeah.
if it involves kids, I'm in. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to sell me on anything. When it involves kids, that's where our passion is. You know, we do our
Right.
scholarship that we do every year back in my hometown. You know, we do the back to school drive like we just talked about. You know, we'll do a couple other different things throughout the year. The Texas Crab Festival is great because it's all about kids and giving back to the kids. That's one of the reasons why we're even involved in that. You know, I mean, if that had to do with probably anything other than kids, we might not be as heavily involved. But it's one of those deals of that is where our heart is, our passion is on our youth, because that's tomorrow, right? And then, you know, we just like being on here, being able to talk about, you know, what we're passionate about. You know, it's like you said the other day, whenever you can't get up in the morning and enjoy yourself, looking forward to that day at work, like you probably need to find something else to do. Well, for 20 plus years, I've got up every morning and, you know, looked forward to what I'm doing in construction. It's what I know, it's what I do, it's what I love. So,
you know, and actually the digital billboards caught your attention, but I don't think you advertise on those.
No, I
because
don't.
you went a different route. You went with the website and the Bolivar Live.
I felt like this
stuff.
was a more personal touch. Like we can put an advertisement on that, and I don't have a problem with that. But it's one of those deals of I wanted this. I wanted the FaceTime with the community. I feel like we've probably earned trust. We've earned a reputation of being a quality builder down here. We've earned, you know, the ability to walk into someone's house and say, hey, I'm Landon Wright with Prestige Custom Builders.
Right.
And they already know who you are.
Stand with pride.
Yeah, well, they already know who you are because they've already seen, they've done their research. I can go back and say, hey, go watch Bolivar Live or go to our YouTube channel. You can find all of our Bolivar Live videos. You know, you can find out other things about us. Go to our social media, go to our website. You know, all those deals that we have to market our company.
And let people know about you.
Exactly, and get that warm and fuzzy feeling like this guy is genuine. You know, I mean, he's not blowing smoke up our tail.
Great, great. Well, like I said 4 weeks ago, we've got some different shows and some great shows. You know, like Landon said, they're tied in the community, and so that leads to other information we want to get out. But when it comes down to it, it's all about Landon Wright and Prestige Custom Builders, and I'm excited about the show you're going to see next week. I was really enjoyed, didn't know when he came to me the last two shows about me sitting in the chair, but you know, we're kicking off 2025. We talked about it a few weeks ago, and actually the end of the year, everyone was going to hit the ground running. You've hit the ground running, and so we want to let you know why we're running and what drives Prestige Custom Builders. So make sure you check out next week's show. It's going to be a great one. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live with Landon with Prestige Custom Builders. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.